Out of Prince George's County, Maryland, well, some of our neighbors say that they have had enough of what they're describing as inhumane living conditions in the Riverdale Park apartment building. Our cameras were invited inside one of those units at Park Tanglewood, and the building is now named in a lawsuit filed this week in Prince George's County. Our Rafael Sanchez-Cruz tells us why some Maryland officials are calling this the worst case of tenant negligence in the entire state.
This Riverdale Park apartment was supposed to be a fresh start for Ileana Gonzalez and her family who moved in last year. But instead she found this. Cockroaches everywhere, holes in her wall with rat droppings down below, and more cockroaches. My biggest challenge was last summer when we did not have air conditioning during the hottest months. She says temperatures were above 90 degrees inside her home, and it was her neighbors who pitched in to get her an AC unit.
We're talking about rats. We're talking about children and infants being beaten up by bed bugs.
A sign on the building promises newly renovated units, but a lawsuit filed this week in Prince George's County Circuit Court says the building owners and the property management company are not delivering on their promise.
It's misleading and deceptive practices. It's charging rents when they knew they couldn't charge the rents because they weren't providing a safe and healthy place to live.
In his personal capacity, Maryland State Delegate Von Stewart is representing the tenants who have come together through the organization CASA.
Park Tanglewood is the poster child for neglect, negligence, carelessness, recklessness in the state of Maryland.
The lawyers who have filed the suit say they have not established an amount in damages that would be given to each tenant that's part of this lawsuit. For now, it's 30 people, but that number could change.
Prince George's County Council member Eric Olson, who represents Riverdale Park, is supporting the lawsuit.
I know the town of Riverdale Park, Karen, has issued thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in fines for violations here, and yet the management and ownership of Park Tanglewood has not satisfactorily addressed these, as you've heard.
Records show Park Tanglewood's license was suspended between 2022 and 2024 due to reoccurring issues at the building. The lawsuit alleges the landlord, quote, pressured tenants to pay rent despite the lack of license, sent hundreds of letters threatening to evict tenants who did not pay rent despite not legally being able to do so. Park Tanglewood and their property manager, Wingate Company, have not responded to a request for comment. In Riverdale Park, Rafael Sanchez-Cruz, WUSA 9.
We have an update.